Well, my name is Carolyn Brandon. I'm the Fondra Aid Director of Catawba Valley Community College. I started here as a student. I became employed part-time as a continuing education student. That was how I became in the position of being a Fondra Aid technician about 4 or 5 months after I originally was done as continuing ed. So I've worked in the Fondra office now, it'll be 18 years. It'll be 19 years this coming August. And I've been the Fondra director for about the past four or 5 years. So it's been a long journey, but it's been fun. Sometimes not so much, but it's been fun. Especially the fun part is dealing with the students. I know we have those difficult students from time to time, but for the most part, it's helping those students to achieve and go beyond. And then you always feel great when you have one come back and say, "You was my role model, and because of you, I'm where I'm going now." So we do have one on campus that she's working on her master's degree, and she was here and she told me, she said, "You was one of my role models. I always relied on you." So that's great to hear. Well, what actually brought me here to CVCC was the fact that I was unemployed. I was a single mother of 3 kids. And then once my youngest hit kindergarten, I thought, well, now's the time for you to further your education to possibly earn a degree in a career that can really help support them in the future. So that was the reason that I started here to begin with. But of course it changed as the time went by. Helping those students who can't afford to come to school otherwise. Because when I think back, one of the things that inspired me was my sister. Because when she was going to school, she was not eligible for financial aid because the income that my mother made was, of course, too high. And so she either had to rely on scholarships or work a 3rd shift job. And the night that she told me that she was actually held up at gunpoint at her 3rd shift job was like, no, I need to not have students to end up in her situation to where they can actually go to school and not have to rely on working a 3rd shift job that could potentially be dangerous to them. Well, yeah, when it comes to adult learners, which is what I was, and of course I'm the first bachelor's degree earned in my family, it's hard, but if you're really motivated and speak with the right people, have the right people on your side, it can be done. It's going to be a tough road because if you have young children and with childcare, it's going to be hard. But if you just stick to it, get any type of help that you need, it can be done. To me, it's a great honor. I mean, it wasn't something that I was expecting, but it's very exciting. My kids seem to be very excited about it, so it's a great honor. Well, I think we have a lot of people of color here who do fantastic jobs, and I think that we all would love to be appreciated for what we do. And if this is a way to show that appreciation, I think that would be a great thing to continue for the future. Getting more students of color to come to CVCC, to graduate. I mean, getting them here is one thing, but we want to get them to graduate and earn a degree to where they can be proud of themselves. I would love for everybody to be considered as one big family on campus because it makes it easier to deal with and do different things, get things accomplished if everybody treated everybody as a family.